5 proven and easy to implement techniques to help you achieve your goals this year. The difference between the ones who achieve their goals and the ones who don't comes down to certain actions and choices. If you're new here, hi, I'm Neerav, and on this channel, I blend finance, self-improvement, and fitness to empower you to live your best life. If I ask you to pull out your list of goals right now and show me, will you be able to do it? When it comes to writing, fewer than 20% of the people actually write their goals down. But writing in itself is one of the most underrated aspects towards achieving your goals. This research from Forbes indicates that the ones who write their goals are 1.2 to 1.4 times more likely to achieve their goals. And rightly so, because writing gives you clarity of thought and clarity of expression, all the while holding you accountable towards achieving what you've actually set out for. Now, there's different ways and structures of writing, but I personally emphasize on using SMART goals, wherein SMART stands for specific, as in your goal has to be specific. It cannot be something random. It has to be measurable, that there has to be some kind of a value attached to it in order for you to measure. It could be money in terms of dollar value, or it could be some kind of a number. Achievable is when the goal that you've set out for is not unachievable. It is achievable within the given context. However, it's not as easy that you'll get it done really quickly. It has to be something that challenges you a little bit in order for you to get there. Relevant indicates that the goal should be relevant in terms of your long-term goals. It cannot be something random that comes out of the blue. And time-bound indicates that there has to be a time attached to when you want to achieve these goals. It cannot be infinite amount of time. The tool I use to write all of my goals is OneNote, and the structure that I follow is first I begin writing the quarters, followed by the months within that quarter, and then divide it further into sections that host my goals. For instance, one of my goals by the end of February is to hit 400 subscribers. So if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button and join the community. The second one is really interesting. You write your goals down and then what? You never look at them. And this is where many people falter. We set goals at the start of the year but never end up achieving them by the end of the year. But this is not something that will happen to you because you're watching this video. And hence you must set a weekly routine to look at your goals. I personally do this every Sunday night, wherein I'm looking at the goals within the particular quarter or the month in question, wherein I'm considering factors such as, am I overachieving on some of them? Am I underachieving? Or am I on track to achieve them? Based on that, I alter my strategies or tactics for the next coming week in order for me to put me in the best position to achieve them within that month. And this applies to everything. This applies to my job, it applies to YouTube, it applies to my fitness goals. I also set calendar reminders way before time when they are due in order for me to do activities and complete them while giving me sufficient amount of time than scrambling at the last moment or forgetting them completely and not doing them. The beauty of writing SMART goals is that you have the recipes and ingredients, and it is your job to put them together by tracking activities in the right quantity. It's similar to making food. Tracking allows you to monitor and pivot quickly in order to make any kinds of changes to your routines. These could be modifying certain components within the routine or replacing the entire routine completely. For instance, if your goal is to save $500 by the end of the month and you decide to divide it weekly, saving $125 each week, you do well in week 1 and you hit the $125 saving goal. However, in week 2, you only save $100. By monitoring this, you'll catch this activity quickly and you can improvise and make changes going into week 3 such that you can not just achieve your goals but recoup the entire amount rather than going into week 4 and realizing that you've fallen short of your goal. Now, even though you monitor activities, many a times it's not a smooth sailing. Things do go bad. You can avoid this by anticipating obstacles. Now, obstacles are challenges or risks that deviate you from achieving your goals. Say I decide to summit a mountain tomorrow. I'll start thinking about all of the obstacles that may come in the way. Maybe I'll get thirsty, I'll definitely be hungry while climbing up, and I might get lost. Now, when it comes to planning and creating the right kind of strategies to mitigate these obstacles, I also have to take into consideration that I cannot carry a lot of weight because I'm climbing a very steep surface. So the way I'll emphasize this is by looking at the food sources that I want, which are extremely quick and easy to carry and that don't occupy a lot of weight. So these will be bananas, granola bars that I'll emphasize on, and a majority of my weight will come from water, which is also a priority because dehydration is the worst thing that can happen at this time. Yet I know as I start consuming this water, the amount of weight I'm carrying upwards is getting lower. And for the third activity of not getting lost is sticking together in a group and taking the same route up and same route all the way down down the mountain so that I know where I'm going up and coming down from. Now, all of this seems a lot, especially if you're a beginner, but it only takes 3 to 5 minutes for you to anticipate these scenarios and write them down. But all of these efforts are quite worthwhile when these obstacles arise, because they'll help you navigate through them quickly. Now, to bring all of this together, you have to tie it to an identity. Your identity is what exhibits your behavior and holds you accountable in order to achieve your goals. So my identity within people who know me personally, such as my friends and family, is tied to the fact that this person has worked out for the last 17 years and was a semi-professional athlete before this. He is extremely fit as compared to many people out there. So that is something that I hold myself accountable to. And because of this, I'll never default on the gym because I want to continue maintaining that status. Similarly, if you identify as someone who's procrastinator or lazy, then your identity and all of the activities that you do along with it will be tied into your personality. This video will help you find time to make your mornings productive and help you chase your goals. Like and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you next time.